Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Jank Takes, a podcast about the Wheel of Jank, a series of Jank novels by Robert Jankton that were completed by Brandon Jankerson. My name is Jank, and I've read all of them.
And I'm Janky.
And
I'm a first-time Janker. On Jank 10? 11?
12.
12! Jesus Christ. Chapter 22.
What?
No, it's chapter 2.
2.
Wow. Jesus Christ on a cracker.
This
All right.
podcast only contains spoilers for what Ellie's already read, which again today is everything up to and including The Gathering Storm Chapter 2. The janky jokes are because we are recording this on a phone, and that is mostly because it's been an extraordinarily long couple of weeks. Very fun, but very long. WatCon was last week. It was so wonderful to see everybody there. We had a blast. We came away with great memories and also 2 whale costumes and a book about how to swear and Cards of Time and some other stuff. So shout out to everybody.
For
not
being
least
awesome.
not least of all Hillary for making us whale Domon costumes.
And Pick for the How to Swear book for Gus.
Very kind. But anyway, since then, I don't know. We've been to Canada and a concert, and we tried to have flights happen on the day that CrowdStrike just broke the internet in a way that Kim Kardashian wishes she could have. And then since then, we've been doing conference-related things for a completely different conference, basically nonstop for like 2 days. So you know, and our luggage was lost for a day and a half, which, yeah. Anyway, so we're recording this podcast from the hot new technology of my cell phone. And this is not the first time we've done this, actually. We have done this before.
It isn't?
No, we did this for episode 201, whichever one that was, because I don't keep track as consistently as I should. I don't know. We didn't have a microphone then, I think, for some reason. But, you know, there you go.
I don't remember that
it's
at all.
It's all well and good. Anyway, Allie, how you doing? Oh, yeah, and we would have released an episode last week, but we were busy, really, and then Allie had a really bad fibro crash.
I was really ill after WatCon.
Yeah, it was
great. And
great.
That's no one's fault but mine. I knew I was going to be ill after WatCon, so don't feel bad. I swear to God. All right. Except for you.
Just kidding.
You specifically.
No. Al,
this one person's like, I wasn't even there.
Fucking there.
That's why it's your fault.
Al, how are you?
You could have stopped it. I'm doing okay. I'm recovering from all the travel. I'm tired, but my body is dead, but my heart is full.
Yes.
And that is a good thing.
Here's what I gotta know.
I had the best time at WatCon.
It was really, really fun.
It's so much fun. I did my first GIA trial.
Yes, you did.
And we actually convicted Perrin on something.
You got a conviction for...
Which was hard to do.
Dereliction of duty?
Which I was really excited about. Okay, because it was me and Critter as the prosecution. And she's an actual lawyer. And I pretended to be one for an hour. Very stressful. Oh my God. I don't know how you all do that. And I brought up dereliction of duty as a potential charge, and she went, "Oh, I hadn't thought of military law." So that was my contribution.
This specifically being his responsibility or lack thereof in Aram's death, correct?
Yes. And so I was really proud of myself because it's the only thing we got him convicted on, but it was a conviction, and I was really proud of that.
I think you should have gotten involuntary manslaughter.
I do too, and we got really close, but I think, listen, I'm not trying to be that person, but we had kind of an uphill battle because there's a very strong pro-Perrin bias, which I understand because he's our book husband, but no one wanted to hold him accountable for the involuntary manslaughter. Actually, almost half the room said yes, but we didn't quite get the amount of votes we needed. But I still felt like getting that close was a win.
That's how I felt last year when we were 1 vote away from first-degree murder on layman. I felt very good. Yeah.
We didn't get involuntary manslaughter. We did, however, get dereliction of duty, which made me really proud because I brought that up. We did not in any way get trespassing.
That's hilarious.
But you know what? We didn't fight that hard for that. And then what else? What other highlights were there? Fan casting went really well. I helped Grendel with her costume.
Oh my God, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Where she was Elaine in the bath and I was the bubble machine. So I put the bubbles all over her. That was really fun.
I got to do a panel with Michael Kramer and Kate. I moderated a panel with Michael Kramer and Kate Redding.
I danced with Michael Kramer. I taught him some dance moves.
They're such a joy.
That was
to
fun.
hang out with. They're so fun. They're wonderful, friendly people.
Danny from Wheel Leaf showed up.
Yes, she surprised us.
I screamed in the lobby, and then I grabbed her face and yelled, "Where are you?"
That's the right thing to do.
Because I couldn't function.
Yes.
Danny and I exchanged best friends bracelets.
She wears it constantly.
I wear it every day.
It's lovely.
Because I took Danny to Target.
Yes.
Because Danny's Canadian, and they don't have Target up there in that hellscape.
Now, Allie,
I'm just kidding.
Here's what I gotta know.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off?
I believe we left off at the prologue.
We did. And how did it end?
Well.
That's true. It ended...
With Grendel?
With Massima getting fucking killed.
Oh my God!
Okay, you're too close to the mic.
I don't care! You will hear my joy. Okay, it was the best day ever.
It was good. Oh, I should turn off my
I can't believe I forgot
vibrate as well.
I can't believe I forgot that.
There we go.
Because it was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me ever in my life, and I'm so pleased.
Well, we're going to pick it up with Chapter 1, Tears from Steel. Do you have any notes?
Maybe. We might have been listening in the car, and I can't take notes in the car.
We weren't.
We weren't? Okay, well, we're going to find out. Hang on. Gathering Storm. Chapter 1. This just in. Rand has moods.
Often.
Has Rand tried hanging a pheasant on a hook and threatening death to anyone who touches it?
Oh, a Shogun?
That was a Shogun reference.
Yeah.
I don't know why I made a Shogun reference.
Why not?
Rand has a fuck cabin. Oh, yeah. Rand's vision is messed up. A fibro flare?
Kind of.
That's the fucking craziest thing about fibro flares. People don't know. Your vision gets fucked
messed up. Yeah.
My vision gets fucked up. That's how I know it's really, when it gets really bad, is when I suddenly am like, I can't see.
That's not great.
Even with my contacts in.
That's not great.
Yeah, that's really cool. Then when it happens to you for the first time, you think you're dying. Anyway, it's super cool. Semi-sweet mention, which is what I'm now calling Semirov.
Semi-sweet, that's good.
We're thinking about Asmodean again.
Yeah, he comes up.
Could that be because we're going to reveal who killed Asmodean?
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, Luce Theron, can you please be useful for once?
He's got a lot on his mind.
All he does is cry. It's so annoying. I would have gone on antidepressants by now. All right. No, it's you and Moradin, you absolute bean. Oh, I don't know.
Why is he a bean?
Oh, because he was like,
what do you got against beans? Well,
because he's like, oh, it's me and Luce there in my head. And I was like, no, it's you and Moradin. He's like,
oh, it's a vision.
The vision, yeah. Peace. And then I just yelled, no, because
there's an eye up there.
No, and then there's a second eye. No. Not the Sean Chan.
With the Sean Chan.
Okay. Then Gus and I spent a whole hour and a half.
Well, it really was probably 20 minutes.
It was 75 hours. So we're driving to WalkCon. From Detroit. And all of a sudden, the two of us start this game that was the dumbest game we've ever played, where we would go back and forth and we'd be like, okay, Rand wants to put on a musical in Randland, Gus.
Yeah, what musical?
Yeah. Grease with the Sean Chan.
And then I think I said something to the effect of, well, we don't really know what this is going to take a while.
Oh, so yeah, no, buckle in. Buckle in.
I said something, I made a joke, some like, this went on for quite some time, and we're going to do several of them. Maybe not all, but several.
I got one.
Wait a bit. I said, the Sean Chan and how they rule and govern is not entirely clear, because they say,
oh my god,
they say that oh, if you swear the oaths, we'll leave you alone. But I don't know how really entirely true that is. Because, like, it's kind of a militarily run dictatorish country, right? It's an empire. So, like, do they billet soldiers? Do they have the American Third Amendment? Is there even still private property? Or is everyone now under a lease to the Ch1?
You know, Gus, Rand's thinking about getting out of the sheep herder business.
Yes?
Yeah. It's all about cows now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is. That's like the new hot thing. And he's thinking about maybe going into cow herding so that he can have beef with the Ch1.
I think it would make more sense for him to stay in sheep herding, because then he can trade fleece with the Ch1.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. You know, canonically, because of the Daryl K. Sweet covers,
Yeah.
Rand has a dump truck ass.
Yeah.
And the Ch1 have taken notice of this. And they've really wanted him to, share some of the love of his cheeks.
Yeah, that's good.
With the Ch1.
Well, what I want to know is what the specific rules of inheritance are.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't seem entirely clear, right? Because the Empress favored Ch1, who was her second daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, matriarchal primogeniture. It's probably not patriarchal primogeniture. Do you have to be like a direct descendant? Does it have to be a son or a daughter? Or could the throne pass to a niece of the Ch1?
Okay. Well, there's going to be a Muppets version of The Wheel of Time.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're just basically going to take the cast of the Muppets Christmas Carol, and they're going to, basically do all that on Randland. So, of course, Fozzie Bear is Rand, obviously.
Sure.
Yeah, Gonzo's got to be Matt. No, Rizzo's Matt. What am I even saying? Fozzie Bear is Perrin. And Gonzo's got to be Rand. Them by Miss Piggy. Well, I feel like Miss Piggy's got to be more Rain, right? Which maybe makes Kermit. No, Tom.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
one.
but who I'm excited to see is the Meese.
Who is
with
the
Meese? With the Jesus Forest Mises.
Oh, right. Okay.
Wait. But you know who I'm excited to see is the Jesus for us Meese.
There you go. Oh.
With the Ch1.
I almost forgot to mention, Allie got a new sweatshirt this weekend.
We already did fleece.
I think they need to know about... I actually genuinely think they need to know about your sweatshirt.
Oh.
Because it's adorable. And it's the most new thing I've ever seen.
No, you're turning it into something though.
No, I think they need to know about your sweatshirt.
You're gonna turn it into something though. I figured it out.
You did? Did you?
Yeah, I already figured it out.
Oh no.
Yeah, but you can tell them anyway.
Allie, we went and saw some theater this week in this town in Canada called Stratford. It's great. And there was this store that was selling these sweatshirt, and it has a bird on it, and he's got a little hat and sneakers on. It says "Silly Goose on the Loose," and if we had a dozen of them, yes, there would be silly geese with the Ch1. But the sweatshirt genuinely is adorable.
Some people really like the Akatar series.
Yes, I've heard of it.
Yeah, and there's a couple love interests in it.
Are there?
Yeah, a couple potential guys she could be interested in. And Rand tends to like Tamlin, but other people might like Reese with the Ch1.
Here is the thing.
Oh my god, this is gonna go on forever.
Here's the thing. When Rand, he wants to make obviously peace with the Ch1. But the implication, what kind of peace will this entail, right? Will it be a formalized treaty, or will it be a handshake agreement?
Uh-huh.
And is it going to be one of those kind of things where like it's an official document? Maybe there's some bullshit fucking rule, and they're gonna sign this peace treaty, And Rand's going to take his copy and he's going to fold it up and they're going to go, no, it's void now. And he's going to go, what do you mean? And they're going to say, well, it doesn't count now because now it's got a crease with the Sean. We've been doing this for 7 minutes.
I don't care. All right.
This is going to be the brunt of the episode.
All right. We got to move on.
Okay. I know you're doing this as setup for something, so go ahead.
No, we're moving on.
We got each other several times in the car, though. We tricked one another.
No, we're moving on because I want to talk about something that kind of occurred to me.
Oh yes, Allie, what's that?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah.
Surely not.
Well, it's really offensive to me actually that you don't buy into the fact that I'm moving on from this topic of conversation because I don't know what I've done to not earn your belief with the Sean chant.
I see. We're doing Emily Dickinson rhyming.
We've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, okay.
I said beef earlier.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything then.
Well, belief with the Sean chant.
I like it. You know what? I didn't give you the credit you deserve. That was quite funny.
Thank you.
Well done.
I'm worried you're setting me up now.
I'm not.
Yeah.
There's one word that I want to do, but I don't remember the definition.
What is it?
Hold on. I'm going to look it up
while
we're talking. All right. Do you think that Rand's worsening mood will have any particular effect on the negotiations? Because he's kind of in a rough way right now. Mm-hmm. Because the last thing you want to do is have caprice with the Sean chant.
You know,
you're looking up a fucking page of rhymes.
No. I just wanted to remember.
Everybody has unsubscribed from the Patreon.
Here's the thing.
The website, we don't
Rand
have a website.
really ascribes to ACAB. Okay.
Okay.
He really doesn't like authority that isn't his own. And recently he got arrested for that. And while he was in the jail, he really started to come around. No, he didn't. And anyway, all this to say, police with the Sean chant.
All right, well, there you go. I'm out of ideas. So shall we continue?
Shall we consult?
No, we've been doing this for 9 minutes.
There's more in here. Decrease with the Sean Chan. Increase
it says
with the Sean Chan.
It has penis. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Paris. What is Paris?
Caprice?
I said that.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. We didn't think of that.
What? Caprice?
Decease.
Yeah. Valise.
With
the Sean Chan. Legalese.
Oh, legalese with the we should have come up with that. Would have been good. All right, so anyway.
Wait, hold on.
Ribonuclease.
Vietnamese. The Sean Chan.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah. Do you have more notes?
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
Do you have more notes?
Hold on. I'm gonna find out if I can appease. All right.
That's pretty good.
Rand, cool with enslaved women, not cool with being vaguely scary around a forsaken woman. Make it make sense. Now I understand. I'm already hearing them typing. I understand that you're like, he just doesn't want to torture women. He's not wanting to be a war criminal. Well, joke's on you. I prefer war criminals. All right. Thank God 90 finally given in and given that thing a tug.
Tug your braid.
Oh, so 90 this is how they phrased it. 90 finally gave in and gave her braid a tug. And I was like, thank God.
There you go.
She's finally given that thing a tug. This is where Rand and I differ. The darker things get, he's like, the darker things get, the less laughter, like the less I joke or whatever. And I was like, this is where we differ, man. The darker things get, the more jokes I make. I'll be on my deathbed and say to Gus, grief with the Sean Chan.
Oh, no. Oh, I need to leave now, don't I? That was good. All right, we're going to take a really quick ad break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's Chapter 1, Allie. It's Chapter 1 of A Wheel of Time book. You've had months to prepare. How does it start?
The Wheel of Time turns. Memories fade into legend.
No.
Myth
I want you to just go all the way
fades into
through.
memory.
And I'm not going to interrupt you this time.
The Wheel of Time turns.
Yeah.
Leaving.
Just go. I'm not going to say anything.
No. Now I'm...
People get mad at me when I stop you and do the word check
The
thing.
Wheel of Time turns. Leaving memory to become legend. Leading legend to become myth. And even myth becomes a vapor when the Wheel of Time turns again. We're in the first stage, probably. Called the Third Age by some. A wind rose in the mountains of mist.
You know what? That was pretty good.
Wheel of Time
The
turns.
Wheel of Time turns and ages come and pass.
Oh, fuck.
Leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again.
This was not good. What are we talking
You
about?
were very close. You just skipped
In
ages
the
come and
first
pass.
age called the Third Age by some.
Well,
is
not
what
that
I
part.
said.
Not that part. The first age, probably.
In the first stage, probably.
But you got third age eventually.
I know I said we're in the first stage, probably called the Third Age by some. Good Lord. There were beginnings nor endings to turning of the wheel. Okay, let me try again.
You want me to put it away? All right.
The Wheel of Time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving ages.
No,
leaving memory. Shh, you can't correct me.
Okay.
The people get mad. Leaving memory to become legend. And legends become myth, and even myth is forgotten when the Wheel of Time. Nope. Even myths are forgotten when the Wheel of Time keeps on a-turning. In an age called the Third Age by some. The wheels again.
Yeah.
Probably. There are neither beginnings nor endings to that fucking wheel. It's a wheel. That's how they work.
Wheel sleigh.
Wheel sleigh.
Yeah. Again, close.
I was not.
So where does the wind spin up this time?
The tower.
A big, fat, thick, white tower. That's
tower.
right.
I'm sorry if my voice is not good.
We're both very, very tired.
I am the near dead.
All right. Rand chapter, how's he doing?
Badly.
Terrible. That's right.
He just lost a hand.
We forgot the end. The wind was not the beginning. What do you want Reddit? What are you doing? What do you? Am I not interesting enough for you?
Okay.
Heartbreak.
All right.
I'm just messing with you. You do what you want. I'm just messing with you.
I'm just a simple
We had to pause for a second
farmer.
there, so that's
You went and looked at other stuff, and I got bored because I'm of the TikTok generation.
Understand.
I had to hear all day about how the TikTok generation is losing their attention spans, and I'm like, help. They're like, why aren't the kids wanting to just play with sticks anymore? I just want to die. Anyway, so
I do think it's funny. Listen, a lot of valid things, concerns, etc.
definitely.
But one thing that does tickle me is when people say, well, we used to play in the street.
We're not allowed to play in the street anymore.
I would, depending on the street.
They would call the cops.
Yeah. So anyway, there's cars out there. Anyway.
As opposed to the horse and buggy of your day. No,
well, it's easier to get away from a horse and buggy.
It is.
Cars are fast.
Well, I don't think our parents actually had a horse and buggy out there.
Well, I'm being facetious. Whatever.
All right.
I'm saying there's a lot of valid concerns. I understand. But also, maybe not playing in the street willy-nilly, Wilson-Nilsson. Part of that's better. Anyway, moving on. The wind neither beginning nor end. Yeah. So the wind pops off and has a wind sleigh and goes around the thing and does all the stuff. And where's it wind up? how's it going? What do they talk about here with
Does
the
it
wind?
end up with the Uruguay?
What is Rand? This is Rand.
Oh.
It starts in Tarvalin, rips through South Harbor.
Nice.
Wind out of South Harbor, common. South Harbor the butt? I don't know. North Harbor's the clit. South Harbor's just at the bottom there. Anyway.
We don't go there, Simba.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you want to.
Yeah, good for you. And so Wind, Tarvalin kind of sucks right now because of Lida and trash and things, and it pops off and it runs around and bips and bops and has a good time. Whatever. It's genuinely quite nice. But there's not a lot to talk about here. It's a lot of recap. It's the first couple of chapters, and frankly, the first couple of chapters are usually a certain amount of recap.
How dare you?
So 5 pages later, the Wind finally gets to Rand, and Rand's thinking about how hard he is.
I can't hear about it. I can't hear about his hardness anymore.
Rand al'Thor, the Dragon
feels
Reborn,
inappropriate to know
stood,
this.
hands behind his back as he looked out the open manor window. He still thought of them that way. His hands, though he now had only one, his left arm ended in a stump. He could feel the smooth, side-heeled skin with the fingers of his good hand, yet he felt as if his other hand should be there to touch. Steel, he thought. I am steel. This cannot be fixed, and so I move on.
Listen, here's the thing. As someone who is grappling with the fact that they have a recent new disability to contend with, and granted, mine is invisible, so it's a little different. You gotta deal with that. You can't just go like, nope, not gonna deal with it. That's not how the brain works.
It's you just shove it all down.
You have to do this thing called processing.
You just stuff it down.
No.
Stuff it all down.
No, Rand, that's toxic masculinity. We don't like her.
How's Rand?
Okay. Rand is not great.
He's bad.
You already asked me how Rand
Well,
is.
I know. We're still with him. So, I thought I'd check in again.
And then Min shows up.
Min shows up and he's like, I'm hard as fuck, but not in the way that you would like. And the Wind is wrong. What's going on? I mean, what's the gist of this chapter?
The Wind is wrong, and Min and Rand are kind of doing it. And he's sad about his hand.
Well, is he sad?
He claims he's not, but I don't believe him because I think you have to go through your processing. Like, I don't think anyone in the world has ever lost a hand and gone, this is fine.
No.
Like, I mean, I think you often reach a point where you are at peace with it and you're like, this is fine now. But I think you have to go through a period where it's not fine for a second.
Yeah.
It's called
he's not
being
doing
a
that.
person and processing shit.
He's not doing that. He's ignoring everything and pushing it all down, which is very unhealthy.
This is not good.
Definitely what you should be doing.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I've been to enough therapy to know that this is not how that works.
No. No longer was it about what Rand wanted or what he wished. Everything he did focused only on need. And what he needed most was the lives of those who followed him.
Now he's just randomly going to yell at his loved ones in 10 years.
Soldiers to fight and to die, to prepare the world for the last battle. What he needed was for them to all be strong enough to win. So, yeah, that's happening. Avienda's on her way. How's Lews Therin? He's here.
He's never good. When is he ever
he's
good?
doing Ilyena. He's doing
oh my god.
all of that.
It's too much. It's too much.
How's Semirog?
She is like not talking.
No.
And Rand's like, we're not gonna torture her.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, Rand, she's a Forsaken. And he's like, I will not hurt a woman. And I'm like, okay, on the one hand, yes. And I cannot believe I'm advocating for torturing women because that's not what's happening. But I'm just saying that that she's a Forsaken, and so that means she's more like the devil's minion as opposed to like a person. Does that make sense?
Well, she did quite very much sell her soul to...
Like us being nice to her might put other people's lives at risk. And I'm not sure that that's the hill I'm willing to die on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she tortured people all the time. That was like kind of her thing. Honestly, she'd be probably into it.
Probably would.
And you're probably being mean to her by not doing it.
Well, then if torture won't work, what will?
Children's choirs. Bad children's
Just
choirs.
annoy her.
Like a bad... Have you ever been to a child's band practice?
I was in a child's band practice, yes.
Have them play Catch a Falling Star badly over and over and over again. She'll crack like an egg. Catch a falling and burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been there. I've done it. So Rand and Lews Therin, Rand's like not really sure
Have
where
some really bad clarinet in there.
his thoughts stop and Lews Therin start, and vice versa. He's worried he might just pop off and go full madness, and he doesn't want to, obviously, and that's bad. And I appear to be losing my voice as we go through this, and I don't understand why. He thinks about...
Because I take your breath away.
Yeah. So he thinks about the answer he got from the Finn. Which answer is that?
No.
The north and the east?
The north and the east.
The north and the east must be as one. The south and the west must be as one. The two must be as one. I got it slightly wrong.
The Finns are ruining my life.
Well, what is his interpretation of that?
That he has to make peace with
with the Ch1.
He's ruining my life.
Yeah. So he's got to go and get Rodel to stop the fighting at Era Daman.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got to go to Ch1 or someone and be like, "What up?"
I don't like it. Did you all know I don't like the Ch1?
What is Rand's coalition right now? Does he have the north and the east?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, pretty much except for Saldea.
Except for the fact that the except for the fact that the Borderlanders have not pledged any support.
But I think they are about to.
So actually, he doesn't.
I think
has
we're
the
about
east.
to resolve that plotline real
You think
easy.
they're just gonna show up and go, "Hey, motherfucker"?
No, I think legit they're gonna show up and be like, "Pledge."
Well, but what if they're not here to pledge?
They're here.
What if they're gonna slap the shit out of them?
They're not gonna do that. No, the Borderlanders are cool, unless Demandred's hanging out with them.
Oh, that'd be bad.
But I think Demandred's hanging out in the Blight.
Well, you entertained on the road to or from WotCon. You entertained a number of options, and you settled on 2 or 3 possibilities.
Yeah. Well.
And I know we already talked about this a little bit last week, but you developed this further.
Well, he's hanging out. Well, he's occasionally hanging out of the White Tower or Black Tower, because we know that because Tayyim's operating on his orders.
Probably.
And we know he's not Tayyim because
that thing in Book 9.
Because the thing in Book 9. So we know that. So Tayyim is his proxy in there. We know he likes to have proxies, so it feels antithetical to what we know about him that he'd be like actively doing something, like he's like that he'd like set up like to be king of Ilion or something like that, like the other boys, because he's not like other boys.
Right.
He likes Carly Rae Jepsen.
For the record, I love Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yes, and I saw this tweet that was hilarious. That was like, liking Carly Rae Jepsen is the I'm not like other girls of straight white men. And it made me laugh so hard, and I like sent it to Gus.
It's true.
Because it's true. And so Demandred's not like other boys. He likes Carly Rae Jepsen. So as such, where would he go? Well, there's not that many places left on the map.
No.
That would be politically or plot relevant enough to hang out at, right? So there's Shara, but what do we even know about Shara?
There's the Shabotan, and
we have
the
3 books left. Are we going to suddenly go hard on Shara? Maybe, but I just don't know. I'm like, if there were a place he holed up that was like an actual city, that would be the only place that would make any sense.
Shara?
Yeah, well, I mean, other than, I still maintain that my idea of what Semirog, Demandred, and Masana were doing together made a lot of sense.
Black Tower, White Tower,
triangulating.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that they were triangulating, but I had theorized at one point that Semirog was hanging out in the Borderlands, because if the Borderlands fall, everything else is fucked. Because no one else knows how to fight the Shadow down south.
Not so
They
well.
barely even believe that the Shadow stuff exists. They don't believe in Trollocs.
Many don't.
And Trollocs is like your base level.
Yeah.
So if the Borderlands fall, everyone is fucked. So if Demandred's just taken up residence in Malkir, say.
Malkir is gone.
It's in the Blight.
It's fallen. It's not a city anymore.
Yeah, but he needs a place to stay.
Sure.
And so, he could Airbnb it.
Sure, okay.
He's living in Lan's house.
Okay.
Old house. Clipping his toenails and Lan's old bassinet. That kind of thing. Being disrespectful.
Bassinet?
Well, because Lan was like a little baby when they took him.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different kind of bassinet.
What is another kind of bassinet?
Oh, it's an armor piece. Is it the helmet? Yeah, it's the helmet.
That's not how... Oh.
Yeah, bassinet with a C.
I'm thinking like bassinet, like
Armor
BASSINET, bassinet. Like a baby bassinet.
Oh, okay, wow. All right.
That thing.
Also good.
You clearly didn't have baby siblings.
No, I did not. I am in fact, I don't have any siblings.
I know this. So, here's the thing. He could be hanging out in one of the Borderlander cities, but that just feels like a retread on something we've already done. You know what I mean? Which I guess it could still work. But I feel like he's just trying to make the Blight grow, and he acts through proxies. He's going to be that guy that's like hiding somewhere so that like when the other guys die, he can come out and fuck everyone up while he's still doing kind of all of the work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So the Borderlands to me makes the most sense, him being somewhere there. And then it'd be kind of like interesting if Lan went to go reclaim Malkir and he was there.
That'd be fun.
I just came up with that just now.
I like it.
He thought he had an isolated Airbnb. All of a sudden, Lan shows up and is like, I'm also
he's got wings
reserved for this weekend.
He's eating wings. He's fucking watching summoning salt videos on his phone, chilling out in his underwear. I don't know.
And all of a sudden, Lan shows up with an army.
Hey.
Well, because I feel like that would make sense to me, that he would be like, I'm trying to advance the Blight.
But Blight is already in Malkir.
Yeah. But if he's like there hanging out, pushing it, we don't know how the Blight works.
No, we don't. Well, it advances.
Well, he could be amassing a Trolloc.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that could work.
Like forces and dark shit.
Yeah.
In Malkir, which will make it harder for Lan to claim. Because we have to make it difficult. He can't just walk in.
No.
We have to make it hard for him.
No, yeah, that would.
Who sicked Slayer on Lan? Was that Demandred?
I don't know.
Or Moradin?
Probably Moradin. I think.
I forget why.
Fuck him.
Maybe. But yeah, at one point someone was targeting Lan, and then that just didn't happen again.
That didn't pan out, and Slayer went back off page.
Yeah.
Was Slayer even there?
Where?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Where? Slayer definitely tried to kill Lan and Nynaeve and ended up killing someone else.
Yeah, the fucking city with no magic in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Bandar Aben? No, that's a different one.
Ugh.
It's where Varen and Cadsuane are both from.
They're both from there?
Yeah, and Varen at least was exiled. Farmatting.
Yeah. Slayer tried to kill Lan and Nynaeve, and because someone told him to, and I can't remember who.
Probably Moradin. That was book 9.
Moradin
was pretty in charge at that point.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I think Demandred, as we have heard he likes to do, is working through proxies and eating bonbons in the Blight, because his thing is chaos. Everyone's thing is chaos, making chaos happen. So if he can deliver the Borderlands to the dark, he'll be favorite for sure. Because everyone else will be fucked if the Borderlands fall.
That'd be bad.
So he's there doing his little ministrations, trying to make it so the Blight advances into the Borderlands.
So he's either in Shara or he's in the Borderlands.
I think I came up with a third option. Oh, just bopping around in the dream world.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my 3 places he could be. But I'm starting to like he's hanging out in Malkir theory.
It makes sense.
Because they also wouldn't want Lan to retake Malkir. Probably.
No.
right?
Well, here's the thing. It's kind of tricky. Malkir has been swallowed by the blight.
Yeah.
So it's not really like...
But we know it's still there.
It's still there.
Because we saw it. We saw it in Wheel of Time Season 1, Episode 8.
I think we also
and we
see
also
it in Eye of the
saw
World.
it in Eye of the World. So we know it still exists.
But it's tricky because it's not the kind of thing where it's just like you can just pop in and be like, we're back. Probably, I assume you would have to find a way to get the blight to retreat.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And he's there making it all shitty.
Sure.
So that's harder to do.
I'm into it.
Well, because that's the thing is, I'm like, how does the blight work?
It's
how does it
like,
advance? Is it a plant?
It's kind of like Zerg creep from StarCraft.
Right. Well, what makes it Zerg creep?
Well, it's like a corruption that advances. And occasionally I think that Borderlanders can like burn it back or like cut it back or fight it back somehow, but it's a little unclear as to how.
Well, what if he makes it grow?
I think the Dark One makes it grow. I think it just kind of like grows out from the...
Well, what if the Dark One is tired this week?
He had
he needs to delegate.
He had 5 travel days in a month, and now he's recording his podcast on his phone.
He can't do it all.
5 travel days in a week.
He's not a mom in the 90s.
When were we traveling? We traveled on Friday. We traveled on Sunday. We traveled
Claire
on
Huxtable. He can't do it all.
Wait, we traveled on Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, 5 travel days.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anyway, that's where I think Demandred is.
Okay. So, picking it back up. He's thinking about the gals. Yeah. So, I mean, what's going on in here?
He's feeling the girls in his brain.
He's feeling the girls, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What were the Borderlanders up to? They had left their posts, joining together and marching south to find Rand, but giving no explanation of what they wanted of him. They
just want to swear allegiance. I think it will be like, really?
It's a lot of build-up.
So you know what?
Huh?
Well, I do think Tenobia's got to die. What if Tenobia were bad?
Ah.
Oh. But I like her. I like
fun.
Everything I've heard about her.
And we were in her head that one time.
And
when she
I
was
liked
like
her then.
Hooking her cousin aunt something up with the guy.
I forgot about that. I liked her then. She didn't say anything about the Great Lord then. She had ample opportunity, many pages. Yeah, I don't know. She seems chill, but maybe someone with her is not chill.
Min's fingers tightened on his arm, and he took a deep breath. He did what he could, and for now he had 2 goals. Peace in Arid Daman, and a truce with the Ch1.
Jesus.
He could not fight both the Ch1 and the Dark One.
That's true, but I just want them to be brought to heel a little bit more.
He had to keep the Ch1 from advancing until the last battle was over. After that, the light could burn them all.
Wow, okay.
Fair.
Sure.
Fair. Why had the Ch1 ignored his requests for a meeting? Were they angered that he had captured Semirhage?
I guess here's my thing about this whole thing. I just want it all to be wrapped up. And if this isn't wrapped up, when I'm like, this needs to be wrapped up, I'll get stressed out. Well,
Let's see what they do with it.
No. None of you fucks ever see what they do with it. None of you. I've seen how you react to the show. Oh, can I not be a hypocrite and be this way about the books? None of y'all have any chill. I've seen Twitter.
If he could end the fight in Almouth Plain, he could show the Ch1 that he was serious in his suits for peace. He would make them see. So Bashir's soldiers are out there erecting peaked tents. Very exciting.
Good for them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what is there to say in this part? He's trying to find...
We have an Asmodean mention.
He's trying to find Grendel. I wonder if we'll find Grendel
Asmodean
here.
knew where Grendel was.
Grendel?
Asmodean and Grendel in the same sentence?
Rand shook his head.
Oh my god. Well, it's happening.
We had a Grendel POV just a minute. You brought this up in the car, too. Mm-hmm. We had a Grendel POV last section, and
now we're getting an Asmodean mention?
No, but you
Is it too much for me to hope?
You specifically flagged something where you said, I didn't mention this during the podcast because I thought it was too obvious.
Oh, what was it? I forget.
Well, if you don't remember, is it fair for me to tell you?
Well, yeah, because we had talked about it. So now it's just reminding me what we talked about.
She thinks
Because
of...
I had said, oh, something. She thinks about Asmodean?
She thinks about the...
I forget, but you were like...
Hold on,
but
I'll go
I was
back.
like, oh, I didn't mention this because I thought it was so obvious
Well,
that
before
it
we
didn't
go
even need
back,
mention.
we're going to take another quick ad break, and then we'll talk. I think, listen, the amount of energy that we currently have, this is currently going to be a one-chapter episode, but we're going to talk for a little while longer. So quick ad break, be right back. All right. The thing was Grendel... What was it? Grendel said...
Wait, go back. What did Demandred said? My rule is secure.
I gather for war we will be ready.
My rule. Rule of what? Malkir?
There's nobody to rule in Malkir.
Shara?
We don't really know anything about Shara.
Black Tower?
I gather for war we will be ready.
Is that a clue?
Maybe. My rule is secure. I gather for war we will be ready. Could be.
Shara?
Maybe. That'd be kind of
Is that
weird.
the Black Tower? That wouldn't be the dream world. I could see a world in which he would interpret his rule of Malkir being a thing.
Could be. But again, Malkir
I think I've narrowed it down, though, to the 3 places he's probably. Though now that's ruling at the dream world. So, okay, I'm torn between Shara and somewhere in the Borderlands. Those are the 2 only places he could be.
I gotta pause while I look for this. Found it. Come back. She was certain Samael had fallen to Randall Thor during the struggle for Ilion. In fact, now that Grendel had a clue that Semirhage had been pulling strings with the Ch1, she was confident she knew the plans of every one of the other 7 remaining chosen. And you said, well, she knows how many there are.
Oh, yeah.
So which
That
7 are we
obvious.
talking about?
Well, not Asmodean.
Who are the 7 then?
Megadian.
Megadian,
Lanfear.
Sindane,
Yeah.
Demandred,
Grendel. Well, I guess it's the other, right? So, Masana, Semirhage.
Okay, so Masana, Semirhage, Moradin, Demandred,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Sindane.
Mm-hmm. Megadian.
Megadian. Who's the other one?
Who is he, though?
I've lost track of who we've already said.
We gotta write this down.
So either the other one is Asmodean, or she's talking about herself and saying the other 7 remaining chosen apart from Semirhage. She said, I know what Semirhage's up to, so I know what all the other 7 wardens are doing.
Or she could be thinking, I know what Asmodean's up to because he's fucking dead.
Then he wouldn't be remaining. But she does seem...
Well, I think she's talking about herself.
But she does seem confident of his whereabouts, except Demandred. So yeah, that's you flagged on that. You didn't even bring it up.
Grendel and I have that in common. Yeah, no, I did flag the number of Forsaken that she was talking about, and I was like,
yeah, and
okay,
that's
so she knows
her.
She knows he's dead.
So that's interesting.
She knows he's dead. Or either that or she thinks he's alive, but literally then every Forsaken would be ruled out at this point.
But
that makes no sense.
Well, she says she knows where everyone is and what they're doing except Demandred.
Yeah, and she knows where Asmodean is because she put him in the fucking ground.
That could be. Anyway, back to what we were talking about before. Rand is worried about Grendel. Someone comes to his door, and is Cadsuane, how's she doing?
She's okay.
She's all right. She's been better. She's a little irritated. Who else is there?
Nynaeve.
And?
It's
your girl and mine.
Well, Nynaeve's wearing a hot outfit.
Yeah, she's got on the proverbial titty shirt.
Yay, we're so happy for her. Alivia.
Ba-da-da-da. We love her.
Ba-na-na-na. Okay, all right. I do like some Ch1.
We like Aegeon and Lielwyn.
Yeah, I like Aegeonin. I like Alivia. Tylan seems cool. I just hate Ch1. That's it.
Ty Lee.
Oh, Jesus Christ on a cracker superstar. Good goddamn fuck face. No. That was the worst.
That's the worst slip
that could have possibly.
That was not
well,
good.
That's Robert Jordan's fault because
Yeah.
you know what? He names them all the same name. There's too many of them. I can't keep track. I will take no personal responsibility for this.
How does
Take no personal responsibility for this.
How does Min feel about Alivia being here?
Oh, she's not happy because Olivia is supposed to help Rand die.
Help Rand die. Fucking
But that doesn't mean kill him. That just means help him fulfill his purpose. But I understand. If I knew that somebody was going to help you die, I wouldn't be their number one fan either. I wouldn't be holding up a foam finger for them when they walked in the room. I'd be like, stay far away from my mans.
So he's like, Cads, how's it going? And she goes, fine. And Nynaeve is like, fine bullshit. She fucking ain't telling us shit. This is nonsense. We've gotten nothing out of her. And Cadsuane is like, yeah, fine, in that I'm saying we've gotten as far as I would expect to be able to get without actually interrogating her.
And Rand's like, well, you're not allowed. And I'm like, why? That's so silly. Well, and I get it. I don't want to condone torture, but I don't think they're even talking about torture. I think they're just talking about threatening her.
They're implying
torture.
I guess,
all right, that's true. But come on, man.
You press us for results, boy,
and yet so cool of you to let us torture
you
her.
deny us the tools we need to get them. Whether you name it torture, questioning, or baking, I call it foolishness. Now, if we were allowed to... No! You will not threaten or hurt her. And Nynaeve was like, motherfucker, this is Semirog.
It is Semirog. If it were Demandred, he'd be like, torture the shit out of him. Actually, no, Demandred would be in a pine box in the ground by now. Why are we letting this woman just be?
You must see that normal rules shouldn't apply to her.
It's
and Rand
true.
goes, I said no. You will question her, but you will not hurt her. And then in his mind he goes, not a woman. I will keep to this one shred of light inside me. I've caused the deaths and sorrows of too many women already.
Could we say children? Children, I'll allow. We shouldn't torture them. And we shouldn't torture most people. But this is the devil's butthole. Like, we can poke her.
You remember when Robert Jordan decided that a phrase in Randland was the Dark One is beating Semirog?
The fuck was that about?
You remember that one?
Why was that a thing?
Because he needed an acronym. He needed to stand in for Sunstorm. Or Sunshower, or whatever it is.
All right, how about...
Which in certain parts of the South, they say the devil is beating his wife.
But why? That is like the worst saying of all time. No one likes it. Every time someone finds out that is a phrase that exists, they go, what the fuck?
Yes.
That's what happens every time without fail. So, I don't know. Robert, we could have let that one just be a South oopsie. We didn't need to immortalize that in print even further than we already have.
Cadsuane's like, well, we could turn her over to the tower, and Rand is like, oh yeah, which fucking tower?
Egwene's, obviously. Also,
and how does
I
Rand
don't like your tone.
How does Rand feel about Egwene?
He loves her because she's his friend.
I doubt that Egwene would be pleased if I dropped one of the Forsaken in her lap. Egwene might just let Semirog go and take me captive instead.
That is just beyond the pale.
Force me to kneel before the White Tower's justice.
Did you lose your sense with your hand,
and
Rand?
Force me to kneel before the White Tower's justice and gentle me just to have another notch in her belt.
This is hurtful.
This is rude.
This is just... That is just offensive.
And Nynaeve goes, Rand, Egwene would never... She's Amerlin. Aes Sedai to the core. I'm just another pawn to her.
She's your friend.
And Luce Theron is like, preach! Women, am I right?
All right, well, I don't know if we should be letting this man call any shots. This is bullshit. Rand's being bullshit right now.
And then Rand is like, wait, what are you saying
Rand,
about women?
You're on a one-way ticket to a slander hour.
Luce starts
slander hour.
Luce starts mentioning stuff about the strike at Shyle Ghul, and then he goes back to crying, and Rand is like, yo, wait, give me the deets. What didn't go right last time? And then Lucy starts crying, and Rand just yells openly and out loud, yells, tell me, burn you, Kinslayer, speak to me. And everyone is like...
Hey, what? Sir?
Oh, boy.
Sir, I don't know if there's anybody here talking to you. Rand is literally inside out.
Everybody is having
There's a whole
time.
Cast of characters in his brain right now.
And then he's like, man...
Luce Theron's anxiety, for sure.
This sucks. I can't keep this up. My eyes see as if in a fog. My hand is burned away, and the old wounds in my side rip open if I do anything more strenuous than breathe.
Wait. Okay.
You're making Inside Out analogs? The movie, the
Elaine
Disney Pixar film?
For sure.
I haven't seen it yet. There's going to be spoilers.
You've seen the first one.
There's a Disgust?
Yeah, the green one played by...
that was Disgust?
Mindy Kaling, yeah. Disgust.
Oh,
That's
I
why
didn't
she
know that was
constantly talks
disgust.
about broccoli.
That makes sense.
Disgust. Yeah, there's disgust, and that is played by Mindy Kaling. And also would be Elaine, for sure. There's joy. I'm feeling like that's got to be Min.
Yeah.
There's anger. That's Avienda. Luz Theron is anxiety. Or maybe Moradin's anger. Avienda's sadness? That makes no sense.
No. She's the fucking elephant thing, Bing Bong, cute little
Bing Bong?
friendly thing. I don't know. I only saw the first one. It was good. I haven't seen the second one yet. It's supposed to be great.
Honestly, she's probably Ennui.
Yeah.
Ennui's a character in the
That's
new one.
amazing, and I can't wait to see it.
You have to come see it. Okay, next week.
I'm
we go.
dry, yeah, like an overused well. I need to finish my work here and get to Shyle Ghul. Otherwise, there won't be anything left of me for the Dark One to kill. And he's like, that's funny. That's funny. Actually, I'm sorry. He's like, that's not funny. That's going to make me sad. But I'm too hard to be sad.
No, see, I would laugh at that.
It's kind of funny.
I'd be like, I'd be making so many jokes at this point because I am broken.
That's the end.
Okay.
Of chapter 1. What's up with Rand's eyes, by the way? What do you think's going on there?
What's happening with his eye?
He sees as if through a fog.
He has fibromyalgia. We already talked about this. Fibromyalgia could come from an accident like this.
It could. Yeah.
I don't know. Raffo?
Yeah, I guess. Thanks for listening, everybody.
He's got Raffo disease.
We're gonna cut it here because it's been a very long week. We have social media if you want to know what we've got going on. It's linked down below. We also have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/wheeltakes. You can always leave us a rating or a review if you want, which helps a lot. Other than that, anything else, Sally?
I can't get over how Rand spoke about Egwene. What's wrong with him?
No. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, really fast.
Yeah.
What a butthole.
Yeah.
We're gonna have words, us two, if he keeps talking about my girl like this. She did not get the whole novice group to stand for her. She has not gotten her ass beat on the daily for him to talk about her like this. I'm gonna hand him his ass.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Join us next time for Srander Hour.